IIFL is a retail brokerage. It is a technology trading platform that we built on our own. We use our own internal trading platform. It's one of India's startup success stories. We also have a very large nationwide network. So my responsibility is to build the platform, to keep the platform running, to maintain connectivity across all the branches, to keep our applications, our support processes running. Before switching to Google Apps, we had 50 MB mailboxes. We used to have constant challenges with 50 MB mailboxes being full, sometimes in the order of a week, cleanup activities. We had about a 12% support team because we used to get a lot of calls, but we didn't really have any multi-device support. We used open source. We used an open source platform called Horde, and we used some open source spam tools which I don't remember anymore. We had a handful of servers. We had 4 physical servers virtualized to 14 because we were getting very nationally distributed. It was hard for us to assure reliable connectivity across. So we wanted a good webmail interface that would work on standard internet connections. We wanted multi-device support because mobiles had just started coming up in India in those days, and a lot of people had started asking for multi-device support. The biggest issue we wanted was that our server management and performance issues should go away. We were having constant issues with email slowdowns, email delayed deliveries, sometimes as much as hours, because things would get choked. I worked with Team Computers earlier on other projects. So when we started asking around for email solutions, we still didn't think about cloud email solutions in those days. We had started asking around about hosted email solutions. And that's when they approached us saying, would you consider cloud? We had a very aggressive schedule to go live, more aggressive than in fact even Google recommended. We started on 2nd of Jan was when we signed. We went live 24th Feb. There were a couple of things that made it easier. One is that a very large percentage of our population already knew how to operate Gmail. So the interface was similar, and therefore it was possible for us to switch. Secondly, we did some acceptance events. We got people excited about Google as a game rather than as a technology shift, which lowered the resistance. The long-term benefits have been, one, it has been completely fuss-free. It has never gone down. It hasn't really, there are no delay issues, there are no slowdown issues. So in fact, we don't have an email help desk as such anymore. We have seen considerable improvements in bandwidth usage. And as you start using attachments, every CC causes a lot of emails to float around the system. Because in a webmail system, the attachments don't download automatically. We've seen bandwidth improvements to the extent of around 60 to 70%. Big advantage has been multi-device support. More than 30% of our mail today is accessed directly from mobile devices. This has been a big advantage for us because when we did start 2 years ago, we thought only a few hundred people in the company would use mobile devices. This was pre-Android, pre-iPhone. And now suddenly pretty much more than half the employees have smartphone devices that are capable of email. The other big advantage for us has been the interface has added a lot of features over the last few years on email management. Different kinds of tagging, which added, you can get all these automated reply tools. It'll tell you whether you mistakenly left a subject line blank or not, if you missed out an attachment or not. So those things I've seen a reasonable amount of adoption on them. I've seen reasonable amounts of adoption on Google Docs being used as a way of sharing rather than attachments. Something like 70% of our user base uses Google Docs. Suddenly everybody has free video calling. We do a lot of chatting, which has added to productivity. Those things are unexpected side benefits, which we did not initially plan for. Yes, productivity has improved. Available in more devices, it's available at home. There's a couple of things that Google Apps offers that we use for security purposes. One is we do use email filtering, and through Postini we use Google Apps to watch on certain keywords and report on the use of certain things, inspect them before it gets sent out. Data security has improved, overall security has improved. It's harder to hack email systems. I don't think it is a good idea for any company to run its own email system anymore, just like we don't run our own telephone systems anymore. The expectations from email go faster than internal CIOs can implement.